in the last quarter. I mean, isn't this terrible, terrible, hard competition for AT&T, Nash?
Oh, poor AT&T. Why don't you just let their business survive and the free hand of market capitalism work its magic? Why do you have to hate AT&T? We just want to give you love and take your money, but give you love mainly the love.
Who's your mobile provider, loser?
My what now?
Who's your cell phone provider?
U.S. Cellular.
U.S. Cellular, is that a prepaid?
No, actually.
Oh, you're on contract.
Yeah. Been in the
Okay.
contract for 7 to 13 years.
How much do you pay per month?
Nothing. No, it's like
You pay per year.
$20 to $30 a month.
What do you get with that?
Free nights, and I think it's like 1,000 to 2,000 minutes in the day.
How about data and text?
No data, no text. Although you can receive text free.
You receive text for free, but you can't send data or text.
Right. I can send text on their website to other USL providers, though.
Ah.
For free. That's cool.
Well, that's all right. How about you, Nash? What's your provider?
I'm on Sprint. I have a smartphone, so I've got the reason I'm with Sprint is they're the only people aside from T-Mobile right now who offer the unlimited data. I don't even know if T-Mobile still offers unlimited data, but Sprint has the unlimited data. I got free 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. and free weekends, and I got that for about $76 a month.
Okay, I'm on Virgin Mobile. I get the unlimited data, although I get throttled down after 2.5 gigabytes. I really, honestly, pushing 2.5 gigabytes on my phone is going to be hard enough as it is. I get 300 minutes a month and unlimited text, and I'm prepaid. I think about this, and then I look at AT&T's plans, and I think, I'd be paying $80, $90 a month to get their service with, like, an iPhone, and I wonder, why would I do that?
Yeah, and if you want to tether it, well, that's another $30 on AT&T.
I believe Virgin Mobile is actually on the Sprint network, too. I think. It's CDMA. Sprint CDMA, isn't it?
Yeah, Sprint CDMA. So
I think Virgin piggybacks on the Sprint network.
Yeah.
Or Virgin is the prepaid arm of Sprint.
Yeah.
But then there's Boost Mobile, and I don't know. It's something like that. But it's interesting. I just don't think for whatever reason, I don't think regional competition is enough to make me say, yes, AT&T, buy T-Mobile. You need to compete with these people.
Regional competition doesn't matter anymore. We've hit the point in connectivity in this country and others that regional is irrelevant. It's like what internet providers used to be. You'd have 2 or 3 around your town. Even when DSL was hitting, you'd have a couple others options to the big ones. But those have faded off because they really were irrelevant.
They are kind of irrelevant. Unless you don't do a lot of traveling, then regional could be a pretty good option in your area. They could definitely be more competitive. I know in my area, Metro PCS makes quite the interesting argument that you should go with them. Unlimited everything, $40 a month, flat, no taxes or anything like that.
True, but the regional people have been taking a huge hit because they don't offer the types of phones.
Oh yeah, absolutely. That's a big problem. And that's really, I wish the FCC would look more into that than they would into the AT&T T-Mobile merger. I think they should really look into the whole subsidy thing. The whole signing contracts and exclusive phone deals. Mm-hmm. There's something wrong there. It just doesn't feel right.
At least, and I guess I'm an Android fanboy. At least with the Android, when Samsung, and trust me, I'm no fan of Samsung. When Samsung released the Galaxy S, there was a version of it with slight differences across all carriers, all the major carriers. Apple, no.
There is Apple. There is only Apple. California is a step closer to getting the first Do Not Track legislation in the U.S. aimed at protecting Internet users from invasive advertising. The proposed bill, SB 761, passed the Senate Judiciary Committee vote late Tuesday night, but it still has a long way to go before having a chance of being signed into law. Opponents of this bill include Google, the Direct Marketing Association, and the wireless industry group CTIA says it puts an unnecessary burden on online commerce. Online marketers, they like this type of data, Nash. Online marketers love this data because it lets them laser sharp focus on the individual consumer, get their relevant interest, and sell to them. On the other hand, there are a lot of consumers out there that say, I really don't want you seeing that I've bought 17 dildos from Amazon.com.
Yeah, I mean, it's a privacy thing, but for me, I want this bill to succeed. Even if I'm not in California, I want this to be a kind of a precedent set because I just don't like my computer doing crap that I can't control. I like to be able to have an idea of what's going on when I'm doing things, because if I'm watching TV, I know what's going on there. I flip the channels. I'm pretty sure my cable box keeps track of what channels I'm watching. I accept that, fine. But at least I kind of know what's going on there. With the computer, there's ways to hide all this activity going on, and that worries me because, number one, I want to know what it's doing, and number two, that could lead to other people figuring out how to tap into that. And trust me, it's possible for a hacker to figure out a way to read those cookies and figure out what you've been doing. And that's
well, imagine a worst case scenario in that case. Let's say,
oh my God, a hacker got your cookies.
No.
Oh,
let's say worst case scenario. Black Hat grabs 1,000 users' cookies, right? And they trace you from today to 2 years ago. Well, let's say they trace you to a less than secure online shopping site that may or may not have been really prudent in encrypting your credit card details, and may or may not have your CVV2 number from the back of your card, your security code.
I see where this is going.
Yeah,
I know it sounds far-fetched. I know that sounds really paranoid. If I was going to do that and I was going to try to get valid credit card information from people, that's probably what I would do.
That's not that far-fetched. If you look at the records of the HB Gary hack, it was not just one straight bang, I've opened the door. It was a lot of little nibbling around the edges and social engineering, but also picking up hints and pieces and putting it all together. Hackers, and it sounds sophisticated, but this is not a sophisticated thing to do, what you're talking about. It's not hard at all.
Yeah, in fact, I could set up on LordCap.com a way to grab most of your cookies.
Right.
It's just I can just take them. I think online marketers, I think they underestimate the security breach that is social engineering. I think a lot of people don't appreciate how much social engineering can play into a hack, and if they knew where you were on what site, they could pose that site, And if you're not really aware of what's going on, they could say, "Oh, we had a discrepancy. Can you confirm your credit card details for us?" Or something like that. Or we're being audited and we're doing. You could make up all sorts of stories that could confuse average consumers.
Has your credit card been stolen? Enter your number here and find out.
Exactly. Have you? Hey, listen, we're from soandso.com, and you placed an order with us, and on the cookie, it may not spell out what item you bought, but it may say the item ID number, and you could look up on the site and say, hey, you bought the inverted leaf blower 3000 with 17 condom add-ons. Listen, could you just confirm for us these details? Yada yada yada. I mean. I just really don't think people really appreciate the social engineering element of giving out your past history.
Yeah, this is
people
not
are more prone to trust you when you understand their past.
This is not paranoia. This is how hackers operate. It's not that complex. It's actually relatively simple for them. There are easy techniques they use. And it's not like they're like great big grifters with this massive. It's not like Ocean's 11. They have this stuff down. It's very simple for them to do. It's not paranoia. And the fact that these companies don't quite grasp this is glaring.
I just think, I honestly just think these companies, they're not appreciative of. They're just not appreciative of how easy it is to fool someone. And I've been fooled. I know. I don't know that you've been fooled, but I'm pretty sure you've been fooled.
Oh, dude, I clicked. The number one rule is if you don't know what something is, don't freaking click on it. Just the other day on Facebook, I clicked on something. I shouldn't have clicked on it, but it went everywhere, and that was the point. I'm like, man, Facebook sucks.
Yeah, my Facebook wall has been getting spammed a lot. I'm thinking of closing off comments to it because it's just constant spam of this one fucking thing where it's oh, what is it? Oh, I found this funny photo of you, ha ha ha, and it's just this constant spam from people who are following me. I'm like, oh my god, what is this? Go away.
It might actually be a picture of you with the strawberry.
It's not. It's a picture. It's like they're showing this picture of an old toothless man. I'm like, go away.
Yeah.
Oh god, it's like chain letter crap.
Yeah, well, it's actually spam. They actually, I clicked on it and actually wanted to authorize my account to use this application, and I was like, oh, you're going to use my account to spam my wall. Fuck off.
Yeah.
I didn't like that at all. Then I just don't think marketers appreciate how easy it is to fool people. I don't think marketers appreciate the fact that they are fooling people. That's the job of a marketer, to make people think you've got what they need. I just don't think marketers really appreciate the balance that has to go on here. So I kind of like the law. I just don't like the law of. I just don't like them setting a law where basically web browser developers would have to comply with it by enabling a switch. I don't like them. I don't like them taking that step, but I think there's a way to come to a medium here, where a middle ground where this can all be resolved.
Browsers already have something called Chrome has incognito mode.
Yeah,
it's not a problem. It's the switch is already there and people already use it.
No, it's not. It's not. Even that incognito mode does not block the people. It doesn't. It does not work. It's because.
I thought it had blocked all cookies from being stored past that session, so once you closed out, you didn't have any history.
I may be wrong on that one. I may be wrong on that one.
Thing.
Well, Google is a big part of this, but Google's also announced that Google Music and movie rental services are coming to Android devices straight from Google Labs. They announced at the I/O conference today, Music Beta, which is currently available by invitation only for Android devices with at least version 2.2, allow users to upload 20,000 songs to music.google.com, up to 20,000 songs to music.google.com. You can then stream the music to any Android device or pin it to the device for local storage. Devices will also be able to automatically cache recently played audio content for offline use. It'll be free, at least while it's in beta. So hopefully it'll have the Gmail type of development trajectory where it's free until beta, and then it's beta forever. The movie service, which is actually live as a tab in the Android marketplace right now, allows the users to access movie rentals at a price of $1.99 per movie. A rented movie is streamed or pinnable to any Android device, though Google did not say how long renters will retain access to the video. They're also doing something similar on YouTube right now, where you can rent the movies for up to, I believe, from anywhere between 99 cents to $4 per movie. And that's, I don't know if that's actually the more interesting story here, because that actually is competing directly with Netflix.
Netflix, yeah.
But I'm interested to see Google Music here. Hopefully I'll get an invite. I don't know I will, but maybe one day. I would love to test it out. But to me, it sounds more like, oh, hey, we've got cloud storage. Use it. It's what it sounds like to me. I mean, it literally just... Honestly, if you broke Google Music down, it would literally be Google Cloud Storage.
Yeah.
I don't see...
Well, this is marketing, and it's smart. It's
brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant. Because if you market it as Google Cloud, people would be like, what is that?
Yeah, this is leveraging what Google already has in terms of their storage capacity in the online space, and just sliding it over into another category and branding it as something brand new. It's brilliant from a marketing standpoint.
Oh, it's a brilliant marketing standpoint. Now, from a technical standpoint, I kind of wish they would just make it Google Cloud, so I could use it for everything, not just music.
Well, oh shoot, they do have a. They had like some sort of API for serving files. I just don't remember what it was for. Crap. Sorry, man.
Oh, LTU.
I dropped the ball.
That's all right, man. We forgive you. Yeah,